Where were you hiding?
I just walked up from over there.
Hey, Harry! Yeah, get ready to grind in a bolt out of the back of the truck there, a little contrary one.
I'm still looking forward to 70-degree Saturday and mini bike mayhem.
Ooh. Do you know I may miss mini bike mayhem?
What?
Yep. Got reservations in Dallas Saturday night for a big old steak. So maybe if Shop Mom will let me out for the 11 o'clock run, I might be able to get out there for a while. Did you see Big Bertha?
Which one's that?
Big Bertha's, the Shop Dad's mini bike.
I thought you were calling that something else.
Oh, Frankenstein mini bike. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we started calling it Frankenstein, didn't we?
I think Big Bertha is more appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Big Bertha. All right. Now I just shaved years of age off of me. This is for my son today.
It's a quick shop tip on
Shop Son.
On how to look young.
Yeah, how to look young and how to work underneath the truck with your hat turned backwards.
What happens if you take the hat off?
Huh? Helmet head.
Oh, it's not bad.
Oh, it's not bad today?
Not last time you took a hat off, you had Donald Trump hair.
Yeah.
And everybody noticed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today, it's not too bad.
No. It's like perfect. Whatever hair product you use is really good.
Needs to be good.
I think you need to get sponsored by the hair product company.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, that's a good idea. Shop Dad's hair care products.
What do you use on your hair?
It's just gel.
Old school gel?
Old school gel, yeah.
Old school gel.
Butch wax. You remember Butch wax?
Butch wax? No, I don't.
You're too young for that.
Probably.
Starting to do all the wiring on it, starting the headlight switch. I got 7 black wires going to the back of the ignition switch. I get to figure out what they are. Got the Dakota digital mounted, got the fuse box mounted, so now I just got to connect it all together.
Yeah, see, you got the front brakes in too.
Yeah, front brakes are on.
They look good.
Everything's tight except for the rear. We had a little miscommunication on the
parts needed.
Yeah, which big bearing setup was on here for the Willwood rear brake.
Uh-huh.
So they should be here today and get the rear brakes all on.
I see you have your hands full today.
There's wire on the floor, wire on the back, wire inside, wire everywhere. Then I still got this one.
Is that for the motor?
And then this one's got a 4L80 in it.
Oh,
so
God.
I'm gonna have to have a trans controller for the 4L80. So wires galore.
What does a trans controller do?
Just does all the newer style transmissions. They don't shift hydraulically. They shift with solenoids. So it has to have an actual ECM to tell it when to shift. But this truck was started before 6R80s were easy to come by, and the controllers were. So it's got a 4L80 GM transmission behind it with pretty much like a race bell housing adapter. So it just needs a separate trans controller for it. So. Doug!
you rolling?
What are you beating up over here, John?
Well, the contrary bolt. The contrary bolt.
The what?
Contrary bolt.
You mean the carriage bolt?
See. And making some cool sparks.
Cool,
Yeah,
though.
we had to clean all the hay out so it wouldn't catch on fire.
Yeah.
What's up,
Somehow
Pete?
the new guy gets to clean the dirty parts. I guess that's the 68, what is that? 40 something year old grease and dirt. So
I got a little bit of a time lapse earlier, but you want to explain to everybody what was going on with that suspension?
we're taking and putting drop I-beams on the 68 F100. Putting in new kingpins and bushings. So right now I'm cleaning the spools up so we can take them to the machine shop to have them reamed out. Kind of like what your wife usually does, ream you out when you didn't take the trash out, right? But yeah, so get it all fitted and start putting the truck back together.
Hey, Canelo, what's up?
If I was boxing a frame or something.
How's progress going today?
Progress today. Other than me and Austin freezing our nuts off,
Yeah, it was pretty cold in here.
I successfully took part half the work I already did. Pulled the quarter back off so I could reach a couple things, which I thought was going to be kind of a not really a step backwards, but I knew I was going to have to do it anyway. That's why I didn't spot weld the quarter on. So now I got all this cut out for that drop down to be replaced. Got the spot welds and everything cut back out. So now I can continue on in my progression forward on pretty much replacing the whole back half of this car. Yeah, so we got all that stuff cut out. So now we can actually start kind of putting some stuff back and get ready for the mini tibs. Mini tibs. So hopefully we can put a wider tire on it, wider wheel and tire for a mostly stock putback, quote unquote.
For mostly what?
Mostly stock putback
Oh,
restoration.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. They want to use all the factory sheet metal, but of course I've already
Replace like the entire back half of the car with
cut the outers out.
maybe
the
just the
quarters
tail light
off.
panel.
Cut both drop downs out. I'm considering replacing one of the doors already. Already fixed one fender. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I'm happy with it so far.
That guy whose question you answered earlier messaged back.
Oh, geez. Let's see. Good to know. Or I guess we should read it, huh? Good to know. Does he prefer premium cutters by Blair or just the plain removable cold steel cutters? Actually, you know what? I'll pull my kit. That way you know.
So I guess I should tell everybody that somebody had asked about what kind of spot weld cutter Steven uses.
Oh yeah, yeah. That way they know what we're talking about. That was like his. We had actually answered his comment, I guess, and then he had responded back again, wanting to know, I guess, some more information. I didn't get to read the whole thing on there, but yeah, this is basically. I have a couple different kinds. I have the Chris Austin one. I think it's out already, but I have some of the Chris Austin ones, but also I have these. These are pretty much what I use on the factory style replacement stuff, and you can get them in. This goes up to 3/4. They're almost like they're kind of like Roto Bro style.
And Blue Point is that brand?
This is Blue Point, but Blair I think makes it for everybody. That's what me and Austin have always talked about. Because the kits all look the same. I think they just put their company shit on, stickers and everything else, but all the cutters look the same. But you can get the either Blair, Blue Point. I think Mac has one, Snap-on has one, Matco. They come in all the different sizes. And they tell you you know, for what material you're cutting, and it'll tell you actually what to set your speed at. Some drills aren't. They only have like a high and low or 1 and 2 setting. And I think on mine, I think the like number 1 was like right at 500 revolutions per minute. So that's good for the 5/16 and the 3/8 bits. This is the most important part of it too. It's got the little shank. And, it's got actually a locating needle. And then you're supposed to put a washer on it too. So to go set up like this. And there's actually a round side and a flat side. I usually like to have the round. I usually face the round side down. And then you just always put oil or something on these usually before I do it. And then put cutting oil on them. That'll keep them sharp. And then what I do is I drill an 1/8" hole first. And then like I punch it. And then do an 1/8" hole. And then run this back through the 1/8" hole. So it'll cut the whole spot weld out. And then usually all you have to do is go back and hammer and chisel and remove the little panel that you're working on. This kit's pretty good. I think it's like $100 or something. I think for all of them. But it works pretty good. And they sell all the little. You can replace them as you break them or whatever, and they're not too bad. I think they're like $10 or something for the replacement tips. So it's not too shabby.
You're staring at our mini bikes, Eric?
Yeah. They're awesome. Even the old what is this? The Gooch Punisher right here?
Dude, I don't know what
Let's
I
get-
call this
let's
thing,
get-
but
that right there does not look very comfortable.
no, we're older too, so they hang down a little farther than they used to.
That-
So there's
that's
a good
exactly
chance
what I
I'm
was
sitting on 'em.
thinking.
Garrett's getting it fixed. I'm almost done with my GTO. As soon as I polish that, I untape it, put it back together, and it can go away. It's leaving Monday. It's leaving Monday. 32's leaving Monday. Those two are getting picked up. They're both going back to California, so get rid of those 2 cars and be jamming then. That's about it. And then tomorrow, or Saturday, so we got tomorrow to kind of do a little race prep. And then Saturday, we're going to shoot a video out doing the mini bike stuff. It'll be fun. I'm thinking by the end of the day, if everybody's won a couple times.
You know what you should do? Give all the winners Tide Pods that they have to eat.
Tide Pods?
Yeah, Tide Pods.
Tide Pods? No, we're not doing that.
I saw a meme today that had a piece of cotton candy and then a guy installing some insulation in the wall, and it said, "Kids, come on, there's cotton candy in your walls."
That's pretty good.
I don't understand that. You know, as far as like all that, what is the Tide Pod doing? I mean, I haven't even read anything about that. Is it supposed to get you jacked up or something?
Well, I mean, it could kill you, apparently.
Why would you eat a Tide Pod?
I don't know. Your kids aren't eating Tide Pods, are they? They watch YouTube.
No, they're smarter than that.
I just don't understand that. Like, I've never had to do drugs to have a good time.
That's not even drugs.
Speak for yourself.
Well, I've never had to get jacked up in some form or fashion to have a good time. That's the problem. Like, it's like, I don't understand why people can't have a good time just being.
Just be yourself, man.
Be yourself, man. Be true to who you are.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Jeez.
All right, Eric, I need you to leave because I've got buffing to do and I want my radio. So, I have to kick you out.
What kind of music you listening to?
Country Western, duh.
Trap.
I don't know why.
Trap. Trap. Yep.
Trap music. I don't know why you listen to what you listen to. You know, our YouTube's covered for that stuff you like. Let me just turn my music on and see what it turns
Eric,
into.
you're terrible at picking music out on YouTube.
Hold on, let's see
I'm
what
just
mine
kidding.
is.
You reading the comments?
No, I'm totally joking.
Oh.
I like it.
Oh, but see, this is not the vibe that some people think this shop should be going to with the music.
Bag glow sticks right now?
That's good.